Sally Souness, it is such a pleasure to be sitting down and having a chat with you on International Women's Day. Welcome.
Thank you, Petra. It's great to be here.
Now, I'm excited about talking to you because you arrived in Parnell in 1976. I was 4 years old. I'm suspicious that you were maybe 2 years older than me. So you've been in business or lived here for nearly 50 years. You've seen the suburb change.
That's correct. I was 23 years old. I had wanted to have a gallery from a really young age. I think about, when I say young age, sort of 15, 16, that was my dream. And I'd come back from London and was looking for a space. To Parnell, it had to be Parnell.
Why did it have to be Parnell?
Les Harvey had done such a wonderful job, and there was sort of lots of small boutiques, and a lot of them were woman-owned back then. Just there's a tub and the pot and the something else and a dress shop where that's the space that I did take.
Okay.
But Les wouldn't give me a lease.
Oh. Hello.
I know.
What happened?
I think he just thought I was too young.
Okay.
And so I finally got a lease. I bought a lease from the owner who had the dress shop, and that's how I became a tenant of Harvey family.
So you had a bit of tenacity as a young woman. You knew you wanted to open a gallery. You knew you wanted it to be in Parnell. When you finally managed to get that lease, what was it like?
I guess it was very exciting. I had just recently been married, didn't have children at that time. It was called then the Hang-Up Gallery. That was quite a cool name in those days. Wasn't so cool in the 90s.
It's a double entendre.
Yes, that's why I changed it because a hang-up then became a hang-up, not a hang-up.
Yeah.
So I changed the name to Parnell Gallery in mid-90s. But then it was fun. It was a small gallery, just the downstairs space, which it gradually grew into the upstairs space. Moved the staircase about, I think, 3 times. Kept altering it to suit as the gallery grew. No, it was. I loved it, and I still love it.
And what gave you the tenacity, I guess, to commit to New Zealand art? Because here you are, you're in this beautiful boutique area, it's heritage, it's got some tourists, but it's also got a lot of locals. How did you decide to kind of go in that direction?
It was very clear to me. I worked in London in association with Christie's Contemporary Art, which was limited edition prints. So there was no print gallery in New Zealand. So I wanted to foster and create a gallery that was, at that stage, purely limited edition New Zealand prints. Etchings, screen prints, lithographs.
Which is accessible for people, right? It can be a very expensive purchase to buy a painting or a one-off, but you're actually allowing people to come in and have a piece of art for themselves in New Zealand art.
Absolutely. That's what the whole business has always been fostered around making people feel comfortable. It's a pleasurable experience. They can browse. We still have a huge number of limited edition prints and sleeves. People can go through, and of course all the beautiful paintings and sculpture on the wall, but it was to bring art to people.
And what was the response from the Parnell community when you opened, say, in 76, in comparison even to now? Like, how has it changed through the decades?
It's interesting. People still come in who bought something from me in 1976 or
wow.
77. They said, I bought that from you and I bought that from you. So it's the Parnell community, well, even the Auckland community have really supported, keep coming back, repeat business. It's become, as people are probably aware, Parnell has become a very cultural area, suburb. I think at one stage, I think there were 11 galleries. I think there are now, just up and down the strip and roundabout, probably about 8 or 9, which is still a fantastic amount for any area in Auckland or in New Zealand even. It's become a very arty area, cultural area.
Oh, cool. As a businesswoman, how have you found the business community in Parnell?
As a businesswoman, I think community has been fantastic. The particularly, I'm going to say, the galleries, there's a lot of communication between us all. They're very supportive. It's probably no different to being a man, I don't know, but it's just everyone supports each other.
Glad to
And
hear
I
it.
can always ask if I need some help in a certain direction, something I don't know about. I can go to one of the other galleries and they'll, chat it through.
I love that. Outside of business, what do you love about this suburb and this community?
Well, I brought up my two daughters, so they were both born in the house I still live in Parnell. So for them, the childhood was amazing. They could, sort of walk around, bike around, do everything. Also, I love the walks. I walk every morning, go out towards Resolution Point, which is the end of St Stephen's Avenue, and you're looking down at the beautiful Parnell Baths and out to the Waitemata. There's always something going on out there. And then up through the rose gardens, that beautiful big purakawa tree, which my kids and now my grandchildren, they love to climb and play on. There's so many amazing walks all through the domain, the museum, all around there. Beautiful vistas out to the harbour again. So there's lots of really peaceful, beautiful places. Then you get into the bustle of Parnell Road, and you've got those lovely contrasts.
Yeah, I was just thinking as you were saying, we can think of a place as just being a business or a cultural hotspot in a city, and yet there's more to discover. Is there a secret? Do you have a best kept secret of Parnell?
No, I don't. There's always new walks that people tell me maybe I don't know about, but I'm a creature of habit a bit, and so I do my same walk every day. Even just going along the Strand here.
Yeah.
Just there's all the different shops there and the interior design shops. It's just lots of little nooks and crannies. And
I've got a couple of questions. One is, what do you think has helped your business survive through those coming up 5 decades?
I think art is good for the soul. People want to buy art, even in times that are tough. To buy art is rewarding for yourself. Also, we've always had a really good team at work, and everyone's passionate about art, and it's just a joy to sell it, and it's a joy also to be able to sell for the artists themselves. They giving us their art to sell for them so they can make a living. So it's a double sort of whammy all the way around.
A win-win-win.
A win-win-win, yes.
Okay, and finally, what would you like to see, the future of Parnell? I think Parnell Gallery sounds like it's staying around. What would you like the future Parnell to look like?
I think it's important for Parnell to retain its historic and cultural identity. I still believe it's important for Parnell to be a tourist destination. I think the whole combination of the community, the people who live here, the tourists who come, who bring their own ideas and languages, it's a building of the two, if it's possible to create this wonderful cultural area that we have. Parnell got its first, was the first suburb to get Sunday trading.
Wow.
And that, again, that was a huge tourist attraction. Parnell's had a lot of firsts. It's unique, it's charm that the Harvey family have brought in the village, the little walkways, and to retain a lot of the shops that still are historic. The building that where we have the gallery, that's over 100 years old now. I just think to retain all that is fantastic. Plus the new, like 269, which used to be Iguazu. It was the Alexander Tavern. It's been a place where people have come to eat, to dine, to have fun, celebrate. Yeah. And now with 269, it's going to be a beautiful space, again, to bring people together.
So it sounds like more of the same, like keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my feeling. Yeah.
Sally, thank you so much. Happy International Women's Day again.
Oh,
well done.
no.
50 years. I'm like, woo, take my hat off to
Yeah,
you.
we have to have a big party.
Exactly.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Petra.